So, excuse the rambling. This will only be a very short version. I will try to do a more fitting, longer take with examining Kubrick. So, let us get to it. So, sadly, Roger Corman, a Hollywood legend, and I do mean legend with a capital L, has passed away. He leaves behind us quite an insane output. So many films, so many productions, but probably the heart of his contribution is the people he worked with inspired, and it is wall to wall, just so many people. Scorsese, James Cameron, Dante, Jonathan Demme. Yes, all these people. Jack Nicholson, William Shatner. I am not joking. All these legends, all these massive icons got their start with Roger, either as actors, directors, or producers or writers. He has shepherded, in no exaggeration, probably I'd say two generations of filmmakers. It's pretty insane, his output. Now, granted, doing as many films as he did, I guess technically he did like 100 films, and he's dying at the age of 98. So that is an impressive record. However, given such a high output, the actual quality of his films, which range wildly, westerns, horror films, sci-fi, you name it, he did every single genre imaginable, was, well, erratic. I mean, this is the man behind the Fantastic Four film, the really, really bad version. The really, really bad version, which is now infamously laughable. But Roger, I don't think, ever misunderstood what he was doing. He always made films with integrity. Granted, not always deep, serious, artistic films, but interesting, fun films. And his career starts from the 1950s. He was still technically an active filmmaker at his death. So he has been in Hollywood for a long, long time and the personal close friend of Jack Nicholson and many other legends. And they've never forgotten him, never betrayed him. They've always been very proud. James Cameron very explicitly admits he got his start with Roger and learned the craft. So he has quite an insane legacy behind him. And again, this is only a very short snapshot of what he accomplished. So, granted, some of his more famous films, not exactly cinematic classics. On the other hand, they always had a certain heart, passion, and integrity. And they do show you that you can make it in Hollywood and not sell out your values or even be a bad person. By all accounts, nice, decent man, very laid back, soft spoken, but very intelligent and very sharp businessman. In fact, he was going to do a project apparently with Tom Cruise, and they had a few meetings. And I don't hate Tom as much as other people due to the Scientology connection, but thank God I can say with a full, honest heart, he's never been tainted by the evil of Scientology. So, good guy, worked with pretty much a who's who, like A to Z, like no joke. This is the guy. If you want to know where'd Scorsese come from, where James Cameron came from, it's one name, Roger Corman. So, astonishing legend, very long legacy. I'm only going through some of the highlights. Incredible person, sad day, but in a way very joyful because he really does show the sheer joy of making films. Granted, perhaps not the best films, but quite bizarre, silly, and fun films, and worth revisiting. C'est la vie, Roger. You will be missed.